Ah, we've made it to the falls. The prayer falls. I accidentally got here. Map. Quest map. Quest map. Check it out. That was the port crystal. And I had to walk a little bit here. But that's where it was. Ha ha ha. Right here. Oh, sorry. Name of the quest. Quest. Completed quest. Yeah, Quina. So I escorted her from Casardis and just used the port crystal. Yeah, she was down here at Casardis. I just went to the notice board inside here, took her to the port crystal, or used the eternal fairy stone to drop us off at the port crystal here, walked here, faced no enemies, made it to the prayer fall right here. Of course, you can't actually jump in, see? Yeah, in fact, the Brian's going to show up here in a minute. Guess I thought they were going to show up. Oh, there they are, see? Anytime you get in over your head, the Brian takes you out. So I thought I had to walk in there, but now all I had to do was just go to the little waypoint right here, and that did the job. So that business is done. Oh, you have to talk to that other dude. One more mission from Different Sky of Merchants. You report back to this dude. View on map. Deeper of Merchants from a Different Sky. Yeah, I'm going to essentially do that. Of Merchants and Monsters. View the quests. Okay, so that's my active quest now. So I'll hop over here. Get this done already. Lord. This will be my chance to do a little post-mortem on this as we're winding things down here for Dragon's Dogma. I kind of wish this game had a lot more of the fast traveling that Skyrim had. By that I mean I wish that banking travel was was actually more accessible. In Skyrim, you want to go someplace new because it's a way to sort of bank the progress that you've made in the game as you explore new places. If they're worth coming back to, that you come back to them. So as you wander around places like this, you can always come back to them later if there's something there you forgot to do without having to trek hither and yon like I'm doing right now. Although I admit in Skyrim, there are probably a few missions that are between waypoints like this. In Skyrim, this and this would be a waypoint. They would be fast travel points. In this game, you always have to travel between them. And here's the other problem. The problem with that, again, in Skyrim, this, and this, and this, and probably this, definitely this, and most likely this, would be save points. Fast travel points. In this game, if I want to go back here, I will have to drag this port crystal all the way up here. Or bring one of these port crystals back over here. So you actually have to manage your travel, because as I recall, there are 5 port crystals in the game, I guess. And I already have a bunch here. Casardis has one built in, so you never have to worry about that. I don't know if it's a permanent port crystal, but you can definitely pick it up. There's a permanent travel spot here in Grand Soren. So it would have been nice if there were maybe one more port crystal. But I'll be the first to admit, traveling in this game is kind of annoying. There will be instances where, for instance, if you're here in the southern area, anytime you want to travel between here and any place over here without a port crystal, you're going to run into a lot of mediocre enemies here, and they don't run away, apparently. You can run from them, but there's a lot of traveling you're going to have to do if you want to travel in this area. So I don't spend a lot of time in here because it's boring as crap. Maybe there's some missions here I'll come back to, but this place is boring as crap. I guess it's a tutorial. And there's all this area over here, which is just wide open. Okay. No fast travel points here. Maybe there shouldn't be. Maybe there should be one right here at the healing spring. I don't know. But this idea of having to drag a port crystal over here kind of annoys me. And I'm going to do a light bit of traveling here. There's a philosophy that other people have mentioned. I think Tom Chick mentioned it when he reviewed not just Skyrim, but I think he was talking about, what game was it? Not just Mercenaries 2, but Red Faction Guerrilla. The idea of enemy territory, having to travel through dangerous territory, to him is meaningful. The problem is in games like this is that a lot of that territory isn't meaningful unless the enemies respawn. So if you're constantly running into lame mobs or jackrabbits, or just lame ogres, then the inability to not fast travel becomes a hindrance. Because you spend more time on this downtime stuff and not nearly enough time doing, engaging combat or, thought-provoking combat. Something intellectual or stimulating in some way. It's basically just a walking simulator at that point. If you want to fight enemies, you can, but you're not getting a lot of experience for it. They're not giving you any really good loot. So in that case, the lack of a fast travel hurts. In a game like Fallout 3 or Skyrim, the fast traveling makes traveling less dangerous if you don't want to run into enemies that scale up in power with you. This game seems to have a bit of scaling, it's just not in the southern area of the map. Around Casardis, between the encampment and the Casardis, there's no enemy scaling going on at this point of the game. So there's no reason for you to ever go through that area unless you want to harvest something. So I don't really see the point. Oh, there are two of these guys? I don't even know if I need to go over here and fight these guys. I just want them out of my way. I don't remember seeing both of these guys last time. So maybe this is the sort of scaling up that I was talking about. These enemies are leveling up with me. Instead of just one ogre, there's going to be two. Or instead of a Cyclops here, there's going to be two ogres because they're faster. Whoop! That guy saw me. Okay, it's going to be interesting. Okay, guys. Things got a lot more interesting here. Hopefully he doesn't follow me. You can take him out if you want. I won't complain. Of course, those explosive arrows won't do anything from down here. And the deer don't seem to mind. I mean, they're just minding their own business, I guess. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Get down, son. Hopefully there's another rock I can stay in. Whoops. Yeah, go after... Well, there are two guys in this part. This is going to make things a bit more interesting. Ooh, there's a tree here I can hide behind. That'll be helpful. Let's get a few more of these explosive arrows in there. Probably don't even need them. I'm just used to using them to whittle people down. While the rest of my party, yeah, see. I don't know if that did very much. Whoop, think he dropped. Haha, loser. You suck at navigation. Okay. So this is technically a boss battle now. Do I get any experience for this? I mean, if I fail it, does it make a difference, really? Let's see, which gives me more damage? Yeah, it doesn't seem like I get that much, so I'll drop a few more bombs on them. I need to put these on their knees or feet so that the guys on the ground can wail on them. There we go. There we go. Go get him, Jadicus, or whatever your name is. That's his name, Jadicus? Yeah, we've established that. They're a threat, we understand. Oh, can't do that yet. Okay. Oh, wait. At least no one's dead. Yeah, we've established that too. There we go. Whoops, missed. There we go. Go get him. I don't think I can hit that explosive arrow with my regular arrows, and that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I can't detonate them with these hunter arrows, which is very disappointing. Whoop! And I think he ran into the tree. There we go. Haha! 5K, dog. Okay, let's do this. Let's get a few more in there. And I'll let them do the heavy duty work. Okay, so while that recharges, I'll let you guys do the rest while I pick up the loot. There's no loot. That sucks. Okay. Well, as I was saying. Dude likes women. Dude likes girls. Okay, well, him out. I don't know if he likes them, he just eats them. Must be the pheromones. Come on, y'all. Do something. Yeah, I guess they're scared. Yeah, I'm gonna need more targets than that. Okay, guys, have some help here with a little bit of... We got some little elemental assistance here. So what was I saying about Skyrim? Yeah, stuff like this. If enemies scale up with you, I'm okay with that. In Skyrim, this thing might be a giant later, or it might be a troll, a higher level troll later. Like early in the game, this ogre here might be a saber cat or a wolf or something. And now it turns out to be maybe it would be a couple of bears and or a couple of saber cats. Like that's how the game levels up with you. So in that game, traveling over old territory that's already been explored is meaningful. Because maybe there's some loot they can give you. Maybe there's some experience they can give you. In this game, at least they give you enemies like this. They'll give you a bit more experience. I feel there would be some undead guys here. Maybe on a lower. Maybe if I were a lower level character, there would be some undead warriors here or something. Okay, guys, go after him. Come on, Falcon. Get him. Blow him up. Now he's angry. Blow him up. You're a dude. You can hit him. Go on, hit him. Big wuss. So much for the masculine ideal. I don't think that's going to do much damage. We'll find out in a second. Come on, hit him. There we go. Go get him. Whoops, he got me. Supposed to hide behind the tree for a reason. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, we're good. Okay. So we plant about 5 arrows in them, so one of them needs to blow up eventually. Whoops. Ran out of energy. Thank you. See, the AI seems to be okay. They'll chase me down if they see I have low stamina. So that's always good to know. Thought you had some high anodyne or something. Uh-oh. Yeah, you can't hit him if he charges us. He's just angry at this point. There you go. Put him on the ground, dog. Because you have to climb him to get the other explosive arrows. I thought I hit him on the ground. Maybe it was on his knee or something. I don't know. I plunged 5 arrows into his knees. He should be dead. Uh-oh. Ouch. Kind of knew that was going to happen. Okay. Where is he? There he goes. There's something else over there? There we go. Done. So I got an extra 5k and a Rift Crystal. What did I get for completing that quest, though? What's a deer? Whatever. Okay. Loot. Where we at? Okay. Still here. There we go. Guess I have to be pretty close to detonate the arrow. So as I was saying before we were rudely interrupted. Actually, I saw them, so we interrupted them. But anyway. Let me bank that. So about 10k more experience. That's going to be really helpful. Though at this point in the game, I'm not sure how much experience I really need. Yeah, I'm going to need 10k more. So maybe 2 more ogres will do it. But I already completed the ogre quest. I don't have to worry about that crap. Whoops. Yeah, the fall damage thing might in Skyrim you can still die, but I haven't quite figured out what the fall damage system is. I know there's a staff skill that lets me levitate if I'm taking a deep fall, if I'm taking a long fall, but I don't know if I've come across any place where it would have mattered. Maybe in that little mountain path up here. Yeah, that little mountain path up here. Maybe the levitation would have saved me a bit of fall damage. Haven't bothered to figure out. Maybe it's, but I mean the magician vocations are so annoying because the staffs or staves, they're way too slow. They have a really weak they have a really weak melee attack. I don't know if I can really make use out of that vocation until I actually level it up, and it takes so long to level them up. So maybe I'll muck around with the with that one more time during my next season of recording just to experiment. But this magic archer skill is supposed to allow me to use staves, and these staves are annoying because they're slow and they're weak. So unless I can learn more than one spell, like Angle is all I have. Unless I can learn more than one spell, I don't see the point. Yeah, that's not mining. I accidentally stumbled across this cavern a while ago, which allowed me to open up that traveling pass for the merchants. So I'm supposed to report back here to this dude. Actually, what did I get? Equipment. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Just regular loot. Is that a chest? Nope, already opened that. Don't know how, but I opened it. Yeah, there's our guy right there. So I'll save this in case I have to come back up here. Now let's pop down here and see what's going on. And then and to end the video, I think I'll slide back to Casardis and see what that other Blood Beach escort quest is. What was that? Well, I think that's a weapon of some sort. Probably for Mystic Knights. Yeah, no, it's a warrior weapon. Ooh. Okay, Ton, how you like it? Bah! Worthless. Another worthless weapon. Well, going back into storage. That was disappointing. Well, I did save. I don't want to go back. I don't want to keep save scumming. In fact, I'll do this to prove my point. I won't save. What I'll do is I'll load this game back up again so you can see what weapon shows up next time. Because apparently there's a little trick some people do where they save the game, then reload. Of course, you can't do this really in this game, but you can see all the downtime and we have to go through to get here. So this is mainly just for the record. I saved my game, opened a chest, and I got a really heavy weapon that I can't use. It's a downgrade, so screw that. It's either maybe something I don't need the money. So what's the point? Where is it? There it is. Slide down. There we go. A circlet? It's even worse. Yeah, what the heck? Oh, that's even worse. Why do I even bother? Well, who wants it? Yeah, how about Ton? Here, you take the crap. Ugh. Well, at least it's not heavy. I don't know how much that other weapon was worth, but that tells you that's the kind of thing that the power gamers, I guess, are doing. Just totally mucking around, waiting for one or two really strong weapons. Where is this guy? Here he is. Oops. Sorry, dude. Fast like lightning. Okay. At least they're invincible. Okay, so now what? I wish there were a way to just kind of zip through the other side. We'll find out in a second, won't we? Okay, map. Okay, so that quest is done. What else do I have to do? Deep, yeah, there are lizard men down there, so we'll do a separate video for that. That'll be easy. We're massively OP. From a different sky, I guess we'll do it from here. Epicurean Delights. That's inside Grand Soren, Burden of Proof. Yeah, golems. Don't worry about that. Yeah, it's gonna be annoying 'cause I have to go here from Grand Soren, don't I? Let me go a bit further south and figure out what's going on in that little foggy area down there to the right of me. Yeah, this area. So I guess I'll finish off the video by unfogging this part of the area. But I doubt there's much I can do over here without taking the long way around. But there is a quest there. Let me check. Yeah, right around there in that mountain cabin, I think. There's a couple of things up here. So it might be worth going this way just once. This is why I get distracted. They're inside Grand Soren. Yep, so we'll hop in there. These will be easy to clear, he said portentously. View quest. We'll make that one the active. And we'll hop back around. So that'll be my opportunity to continue with the post-mortem of sorts. Or the mid-game first impressions. Could you imagine if I didn't have a day job and played this game like just incessantly? It feels like I've been playing it for like a month. But I think it has been a month. When was this game on sale? I think it was the Thanksgiving sale was on sale. Now it's near the end of the year and I'm still playing it. So there's your recommendation right there. If anything I did in this game seemed in any way interesting to you, in fact, I think if you were to look at about 4 or 5 videos, some combat videos, you get to see some of the item management that I've done. If any of that sounded interesting, I would highly recommend getting this game for about $10, I'd say. $20 if you really, really like this sort of thing. Like, I want to say Skyrim, but if you really liked Monster Hunter, although it's not really a Monster Hunter-y game. Okay. But if you really like these exploration games, you want Skyrim, if you wish that Skyrim had much better combat, I highly recommend this game if you're into like these light spectacle fighters, these action RPGs with a lot of exploration. There's a good bit of exploration here, I'd say, compared to Skyrim and Fallout 3. I'd say it's not, the exploration element isn't as good, mostly because the fast traveling is a lot more annoying, is a lot more limited here. Basic travel is not very great. It's not as bad a walking simulator as other games, which is good. So you have much better combat, and thankfully with the Dark Arisen enhancements they added, this game is legit. The original Dragon's Dogma, I believe, can be had for like $4 or $5 at GameStop. But the problem with that is you're getting the base game. The base game doesn't have all these enhancements. So if you're willing to travel and you're willing to spend money on fairy stones, I guess you can do it. Otherwise, you'll have to spend a lot more time managing your travel. Managing how you're going to travel from point A to point B. Not going hither and yon, but actually making a to-do list and sticking to that to-do list. It actually might be interesting to see how the game could be played if you just sort of speed ran it. Just kind of figured out, just kind of figured out how to, optimally play the game. Someone kill that. Thank you. Not that we needed to. I don't need that crap. Is it daytime yet? Yeah, it might be coming up. There's no moon here, I just realized. Yeah, there's no satellite in this game. In this world, anyway. Which is bizarre. Okay, he didn't see me. How lame is that? Like I said, this area of the game might seem a little annoying because the enemies are low level. Yeah, not so much. Yeah, I'd say down south of here, this area right here is pretty lame. Once you get to this area where the bandits start to ambush you with boulders, that's where things start to get a bit more interesting. This mountain pass is annoying as crap because it's just low-level enemies. Maybe you can just dash through it. In fact, that's what I'm going to do to finish up this video. And I have one more escort quest to kind of explore, see what's going on there. Let me check out my inventory here. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not that slow. Ugh. Yeah, this area. Yes, will not go well. Map. God, I got to take the long way around, don't I? Again, me complaining about the fast traveling. Because again, in another game, you might be able to fast travel around parts like this. So there are parts of Skyrim that are really sort of open frontier, and you have to find out the quickest way to get from one side of the valley to the other. Annoying as that is. Oh, found a chest. And this gives me a chance to explain the loot system. In a lot of games that I play, a lot of action RPGs I play, they're about constantly dumping loot in your lap. And that's when the inventory management requires a bit of finesse, because you have to figure out how much you can carry and how much time you want to waste, you know, collecting a bunch of crap and going back to town and dumping it. Or in the case of a game like Torchlight, you know, you have a companion that'll do that for you. They fight with you, but if you send them back to town, they'll get rid of most of your crap, or any crap you give to them. In this game, inventory management seems to be fine because well, if you have a party and you have pawns, they'll be your pack mules and they'll fight with you, or in my case, they're pretty much just pack mules. They're tanks and pack mules. You know, Tawn over there is my main. She's a pack mule, but she's also a warrior. She's actually not as much of a pack mule because I need her to be somewhat fast. But yeah, the regular pawns that I pick up are just pack mules. Because yeah, I have a healer always. But debilitations weren't really a problem in this game, really. I mean, I kept choosing pawns who had Halidom spells to break debilitations, but you saw me play. How many times was I seriously debilitated? I mean, I think I fell asleep once or twice. I was blinded a few times, but it never really seemed to hurt. Debilitations, I mean, I was poisoned early in the game quite a bit. In fact, when I go back to the Bitter Black Isle, there were some wargs, you know, those little jackal wolf type characters who would poison me. And it never lasted for very long because there was plenty of what they call the Mithradae, or whatever you call it. But it was rarely an issue. It was only really an issue in the Bitter Black Isle. And in fact, the reason I carry Halidom wielding mages with me now is because in case I get poisoned, I have a cure that doesn't require me to harvest anything. But I'm fine. I mean, the biggest challenge in this game isn't, you know, isn't being debilitated. That's not much of a challenge in this game. That's not much of a liability. The real liability is surviving enemy mobs who can wipe you out in like 4 or 5 hits. And because the damage it's scratch damage basically. It's not like a game where you can just take a bunch of hits and then just heal yourself. I mean, the damage you take becomes permanent until you actually eat something. So you do need health. You can't just have healers, or healers can only heal you halfway. You need curatives to keep you alive. Thankfully, you don't have to worry so much about your companions because, you know, you can just touch them and they'll come back to life. So as long as they're somewhere near you, you can do some good. You can keep them alive enough. But as you saw in a couple of my videos, I died because I tried to chase after a healer or a pawn who died, and I had to chase them into a dangerous area. They got stuck in a dangerous area with a dangerous enemy in the way, and I tried to run over and heal them, and because I needed them alive to help me out to get me through the rest of the dungeon, I suppose. And I didn't want to have to go back to a riftstone to bring them back. So, that became a thing. Where I was just trying to keep them alive, and I would end up dying because of that. Have I been here before? I don't think I've been here before. Yeah, okay, I've been here before. So this is the place I need to go, so that's not a problem. So we'll go to the mountain cottage. That's a waypoint I don't really need. Quests. What else is there? Yeah, over here. So we'll make that the main. And we'll just head to the way cottage. Can't save now. No, these lames. Bunch of lames. Okay, so these guys will just get in the way. But yeah, the only reason I'm really going here is to tick missions off my Take missions off my meter. Because basically, like I said, I want to get to a good stopping point. A good stopping point is doing stuff while I'm on this side of town. Because you can't fast travel as much. You have to commit to exploring certain areas. And maybe a slightly better game, like maybe a sequel or a really good game, will sort of get to that. We'll find that sweet spot between fast traveling everywhere, like in a Bethesda game with the load screens and all that, and the traveling because you have to gain experience, because you have to defeat enemies, because you have to collect loot, because you have to manage that loot, because you have to collect items to complete other quests. Well, this might be healthy. This might be a good fight. Okay, get out the archers. Yeah, these guys are lame. Okay, let's close the distance. Okay, let me get that archer. Can you hit me from here? Nope. Ha! Yeah, that's you. Okay. So again, tactical decisions like that I like in this game. Weaker enemies can wipe you out. You saw me in my first videos. Regular mobs will wipe you out if you let them gang up on you and pile on damage and get big swings in on you. And you saw me take out archers and mages and sorcerers when these mobs show up, because I know those guys will sneak up from behind. They'll start raining arrows on me. They'll give me they'll do a major attack that'll knock me backwards. That kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I really like, having to make those tactical decisions. Because in this game, they really matter. They matter more than I thought they would. You will die if you don't make those tactical decisions, and I can't go here. There's nothing up here. I think I took the wrong path to the mountain cottage. Let me just confirm that. Whoops. Stamina. The stamina. I think whoops. Do I have to go around there? Yeah, they got to go around and then go up. Crap. Okay, fine. So in the case of stamina, this was the worst part of the game, having to guide that serpent's head through this nonsense. Slow as crap. So early in the game, this is the problem with the base game. There were a lot of escort missions that you saw, and hopefully the next time I play through this game, I'll be smart enough to recognize an escort quest and how to... You saw how I manipulated that escort quest with Quina when I had to take her out here to this. I had to take her from Casardis to here. Well, the easiest way to do it is to not make her a liability. Just get some port crystals and prepare the way, prime the path, I guess. And then just... Whoops. And do I want that? I won't get that yet. There's probably nothing down there I really want, but I'll save here. But basically, just prepare for the escort mission, and then once you're ready, use the fairy stone to zip yourself over to the destination, like I just did. Even if it's a short walk, it's better than having to guide her all the way through all these lame enemies, as I found out the hard way with Mercedes. I think that was video number 25, where I got commenters asking me, hey, if she's a liability, why do you use her? Well, because I screwed up. And I didn't know what I was doing. I decided to treat the escort mission like a challenge. And I guess I did the right thing. Yeah, we're going north. Okay. I guess I did the right thing. Which in this case was practicing and learning the hard way not to go on escort missions. until you know where you're going and preparing it for a destination. Okay, I think I need about 20 more of these. I think it's 10 or 20. I'll figure out in a second once I wipe a few more out. Those things, okay, I just threw them into the fire, I think. These little cinematics, I can turn them off. These cinematic elements, I can turn off. I liked having them on because I liked knowing that my party members had actually held down an enemy like this, or held down a Saurian so I could slash off his tail. That they held down a goblin so that I could take them out next. Having those cues was helpful even in the middle of combat, but I'm not sure how I feel about them. Thankfully I can turn them off, but I'm really not sure how I feel about those. And I knocked that down for no reason. Where's that? I probably should have put a waypoint here. I'll put a waypoint here at the mountain cottage, and I'll just move it. Map. Yeah, I don't need that anymore, so I can wipe that out and go to the mountain, not the way castle, mountain cottage. That'll be number 2, and I'll figure out whenever. I think number 1's inside the, what do you call it? The Bitter Black Isle, so I'll probably just go in there. I don't know if I want to go in there just to remove a waypoint. But for the sake of my sanity, I might, for the next time I come back, I might have to do that. Just documenting me removing a waypoint. Okay, so let's keep going. I mentioned I just got started on the stamina thing. The game actually did a halfway decent job of determining how stamina should be a resource. Am I going that way around? You have to go up here, yeah. So stuff like this is free stamina right here. But using special attacks will either consume your stamina until you stop wielding it, or it will continuously use stamina. Like this. There we go. See? And I really like this attack. I should have chosen this attack earlier, because in melee fighting, it really closes the distance, and it makes melee fighting a lot more manageable. Because some of these enemies will duck and dodge and bob and weave. Oh, we got a provoker. Okay, that one's going down. There we go. But you saw the tactics here. Early in the game, you have to use regular arrows to bring them down. And if you hang back, you'll probably be able to find them. But here, you have some more options. You know, a shield wielder, I guess you could call them, will bang his drum and distract them, so that'll bring them closer, and they'll tank. And you can bring down these harpies by going after the tank that's lured them in. And there's my harpy mission. Okay. So I have this save, and I have my other save with the treasure chest. Coin pouch. Where? It's probably on the roof, isn't it? I'll bet you $1,000,000 it's on the roof, because all the other ones are on the roof, aren't they? Blow the roof! Oh, wait. What's that? I don't think I ever saw this here. Okay, let's see how handy this is. Probably not. Golden stilettos. Boo. Yeah, garbage. Storage. Can't wear that. Baton can. Oh! And they're heavier. More waste. Ugh. Again, if I needed money, I could sell it. I don't need money in this game. I don't know how else to say this. I don't need money in this game. Not because I'm silly ridiculous, but because I get so much of this. I don't think, again, except for that one mission where I had to give that dude in Grand Soren 70 G's to buy something. That's a place in the distance I need to visit. But except for that one place, that one mission where I had to fork over nearly all of my earnings just to complete that mission because I'm a nice guy. So I didn't have to kick anyone out. Didn't have to kick anyone out of the house. I got that money back pretty quickly by completing a bunch of missions. I'll say it's a good thing. I can't go up there. Crap. Let me figure out what this stupid thing is. Might be up there. Oh. There's some chests here I can climb on, maybe? Aha! There we go. Magic archers are super handy. I was a strider, and I think I was a strider first, and I was an assassin because I wanted to test it out. The good news is you don't need to use arrow attacks. You don't item farm in this game. You don't weapon farm in this game. You just kill enemies, and eventually you gain enough discipline with all of your weapons. All the weapons in your vocation. You gain enough experience. Whoop, these guys weren't here earlier, were they? Harpies, huh? Oh, not there. Here. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he come from? Oh, there he was. Yeah, these harpy pinions are worthless. Apparently the only thing you can craft with them are arrows, and I don't use arrows. I don't need arrows. I have infinite arrows here with a magic archer. Oh, in fact, I think Rangers and Striders have infinite arrows. So what's the point? This is garbage. Okay, let me get that. That token's got to be up there. I don't know how to get there. I can climb that way. Nope. Let me turn that on. Just a second. Which one is it? That one. He's over here? Nope, he's on the other side. He's on top of me. Of course he's on top of me. Oh, duh. Can't climb that. It's a good thing I'm getting a lot of experience for getting these. What is it, 5K? I better be getting some experience for doing this crap. Oh yeah, apparently my colleagues have ladder moves that don't seem to work. At least not AI characters. They're really hard to pull off. Yeah, what is it? Assassin's Creed-like puzzle questing. Yay. Can I climb this? Nope. Ah! How you like me now? There we go. Now we're on the case. Woo! There it is. Yep, let's do this. Okay, so I don't know if I can document this properly. But there's the, I'll share that, because that's the location of that token. Okay, probably not important, but there we go. So I got 1,000 XP and a bunch of rift. I haven't used any. Can I establish something here? I have never used a single rift crystal except to purify the stuff on Bitter Black Isle. I want to say it's completely worthless, utterly and completely worthless. I don't. You can use them to hire stronger pawns. Pawns that are a higher level than you are, like I'm level 36, excuse me. So if I wanted to hire a level 37 pawn, it would cost me a few rift crystals. If I wanted to hire a level 40 pawn, it would be pretty expensive. And you'll see me do that later, but you probably saw me do it earlier. It was... Did I get anything from there? You probably saw me do it earlier. It was basically me deciding that I'm not going to spend any rift crystals if I don't have to, and it turns out that I don't have to. Maybe there's some higher level quests I could do later that will make a difference, but I'm just not seeing it. It's not making any difference whatsoever. Okay, so I have to go back to that, already saved, so never mind. So I have to go back to that treasure chest and see what's inside of it. Don't remember where it was, though. Yeah, I can go back around. Okay. So, again with the post-mortem. So you saw me explain the stamina. This is free stamina, but you don't get this till later. I think it's an assassin skill. This free roll here allows me to move a little bit faster at a minor cost of stamina. Of course, all these other skills, grabbing things use stamina, and that's important early in the game because you're climbing enemies. I don't climb enemies anymore. It's probably worth noting. Can I jump over that? Oh, let's have some fun. I saved, so I'll find out in a second. Ha! Don't! Yeah. That's that crackdown mess right there. They'll probably take the long way around. So where's my other thing? Yeah, whatever. I don't know where that... I don't really need that treasure chest, do I? That's a flag. Yeah, I forgot where the thing was. Ooh, can I get on the top of that? No one way to find out. Probably not. Let's find out. Oops! I double jumped too early. Ooh, there's a treasure chest up here. Too bad I'm dead.